Hey y'all, Ibrix guy here. Got out here super early before it got super hot. The primary camera that I'm filming with, if it's in direct sunlight for an extended period of time, 20-30 minutes or so, sometimes it can overheat. So I wanted to get started early because I want to get a ton of content. Again, these are just a few more videos. I've got hundreds of Mini 3 Pro videos coming soon. So subscribe, ring that bell icon, stay tuned for all of them. And I'd also like to remind everyone, if you're shopping for the Mini 3 Pro, you can expand this video's description and then click the link there to find the various bundles that are available, as well as the accessories like the extended capacity battery, etc. So let's go ahead and start here. What we're going to do in this third flight, I'm going to hit screen record within my controller's app. So I swipe down again, and then I press record screen. Boom. So my controller's recording. I've already erased the contents of my micro SD card that's inserted in my Mini 3 Pro. So what I'm going to do next, and again, I'm in autofocus, I'm in 4K 60. I've got the storage capacity, I've got the editing power on my computer to handle 4K 60. So I'm actually going to take advantage of filming in 4K 60 instead of 4K 30. The reason is, if I retime a video, speed it up, slow it down, that extra frame rate, 4K 60 frames per second instead of 30, will be advantageous. So I'm going to hit record on the drone now. Now the drone is recording at 4K 60 frames per second. Let's go ahead and get this sucker airborne here, man. Look at this. Do the sticks like that.
Take off.
I want you to hear how quiet this is. I've got the shotgun mic on this today. I'm going to bring it close to the camera. I want you to hear how quiet it is. Now you hear that chirping, that beep, 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 beep. That's the optical avoidance because it sees me and my tripod. If I go forward a little bit, it's not chirping. And it's funny, as you get closer, it chirps more rapidly. So I'm going to demonstrate that again. And that's as close as it'll let me get. So now, back to the noise. How loud is the Mini 3 Pro? I'm going to go full acceleration here. I'm in normal mode. And actually, we'll just stay in normal mode. Subscribe and check out my separate videos because we're going to test it in sport mode as well. Let's go ahead here. That was full acceleration in normal mode. It's incredible how quiet this thing is. This is not a drone that attracts a lot of unwanted attention. Not just because of its small size and its insignificant 249 gram weight, but just the fact that it's so quiet. And don't let the size fool you, man. I mean, this thing is highly maneuverable, as you can see here. I mean, it is a champ, honestly. And again, there's value add of having a drone with a larger sensor like the Mavic 2 Pro or the Mavic 3 Pro, but for most situations, this drone is probably more than acceptable, and actually it's probably preferred. There's a bird. I'm gonna see if I can angle. That's one cool thing with this. You can angle the camera up at the clouds there. Okay, let's see if I can see the bird, man. I'm not gonna harass the bird, but I'm just going to see if I can get the bird on video. See, that's one of the cool things with this drone. This is what I've really liked. You can see those cumulus clouds, just good weather. And see, when I make the camera go up, look at that. That's a cool effect. I think it's a cool effect. Being able to angle that camera up like that is something that you didn't get with some of the earlier DJI drones. And there's a solid use case for it. See, that was up, and now I'm going to go all the way down. I mean, you can, when you're filming creative shots or whatnot, having that ability to take the camera up as well as way down is super advantageous. So, and now I'm going to go down with the camera down. I'm going to get close to the grass. I want you to see the level of detail in the grass here, Just really, really good detail. Again, this is 4K 60. Didn't do a color profile, just the generic. I mean, this is This is just how it looks, man. And it looks good in this screen. That's the thing, the DJI RC that I'm using. This, if you've got the extra budget, I would highly encourage you to consider the DJI RC, just because it's such a good tactile feel. I don't have my phone stuck in here, you know, dude, what if I get a phone call, you know? I mean, this isn't my only stick. You know, I run multiple gigs, so if I'm flying a drone, I want my cell phone battery to remain charged, because, you know, business is business, man. You gotta take care of it. So, you know, I would land the drone and then I would pick up my phone and conduct business and then go airborne again. So there's value add of having the screen built into the controller and not dependent upon your smartphone that you probably also use for business purposes. So I mean, that's really cool. But I mean, the gimbal wheel, again, you can adjust the gimbal wheel speed. I mean, right here I can show you, I'm going down and then I'm going up. I mean, I can move my fingers faster, but you can tweak the gimbal wheel speed to get whatever type of cinematic look you want. You know, whatever type of look you want. If you want it slow and cinematic, or maybe you're doing something where you want a more rapid gimbal or camera up and camera down, you know, whatever your use case is, it's customizable. And subscribe and check out my other videos where I show you how to adjust the gimbal wheel speed. But yeah, this is the third flight. I've been so impressed, man. The battery life, as you can see, been filming here, and I had it powered on for a few minutes before I took off, but we've still got 80% battery life remaining, and we've been filming this video for 6 minutes. I mean, the battery life of this drone is phenomenal. And again, it is worth mentioning again, this is just the standard battery. This is not the high capacity battery. The high capacity battery produces even greater battery life. Now keep in mind, if you choose to upgrade to the high capacity battery, you would then be kicking this over the weight, which right now weighs around 249 grams. You know, the stock Mini 3 Pro with the standard battery. But if you choose to put in, the extended capacity battery, then you know, you're going to push it over that 249 gram weight limit. Now that may not be an issue for you, but in a lot of countries there's value add of having a drone that is you know, 249 grams or less. So again, check with your local country, see what the regulations may be, but there is, you may find that there's value add of having that lesser weight. Look at this right here. Oh, going over my helipad. That's cool, man. That is cool. And the other thing is the precision here. If you've flown a DJI drone, you know that they're super precise. So I'm going to stand back here and I'm going to bring this sucker in and I'm going to put it down right on the H. Look at this. I mean, this is from back here. And if you needed a visual aid, what you could do, you could, you know, put your camera all the way down like this. Watch this. So now I'm going to go up. So if you want to really be precise with your landing, this is a good way to practice. You can go up, camera down. Say you're landing on the front of a yacht, maybe a boat, maybe a canoe. You know, whatever you're landing on, being able to see down, you can more precisely land. So check this out. Look at this right here. I'm going to land right in the middle of the H. See? I'm going to go forward just a little bit. And see, when it hovers, there's minimal fluctuation, man. I mean, this thing is solid. And notice that when I landed, to protect the, I'm going to go ahead and stop the drone's camera. And I'm going to stop the controller record camera. And we're going to continue to ramble on. Did you notice that when I landed, even though I had the camera in its downwardmost position, when I landed, it intelligently took that camera from down to forward to better prevent damage to the camera while landing. And that brings up another point. I would not land this drone on grass because you introduce the possibility of grass making contact with the propellers. I would not land this drone on concrete because there's always a possibility there's a rock or a stick sticking up. And when you land, there's a possibility it could make contact with the rock, the stick, whatever, and potentially break the propellers. So for that reason, I would highly encourage everyone to use a helipad like I use. And they're cheap. You can find them linked within this video's description. But it just creates a portable, foldable, easy to transport, take with you landing pad surface. And as you see there, it's also a way to improve your skill while you're landing, because it's brightly colored, it's easy to see on the camera, but you know, most importantly, it protects the drone. And that's what I'm all about. You know, I don't want to damage my drone. Looking back all the way to Phantom 1, Phantom 1 was probably one of the first drones where I actually went through a few propellers because I was a novice. But after you've had years of experience with DJI drones, the tech gets better and better, and you will probably find that you have a minimal amount of propellers that need to be replaced because you become a more seasoned pilot. So yeah, this was my third flight. Just wanted to show off some more of the DJI Mini 3 Pro's capabilities. It's a fascinating drone. The USB recharge capability is tremendous, because I can charge it in the car, I can charge it in a boat, I can charge it with a USB solar charger when I'm off the grid. Super lightweight, even with the controller in the bag. Super lightweight, just a treat to travel with. And it still gets great video quality. Subscribe, ring that bell, and check out my other videos where you can see me flying the Mini 3 Pro in various lighting conditions. And I know there's something you're probably curious about after watching this third flight video, and that is, well, you know, how does it perform in low light? You know, this being a smaller camera with a smaller sensor. You know, this doesn't have a 1-inch sensor like the Mavic 2 Pro or the Mavic 3 Pro. This does not have, or the Air 2S, Mavic Air 2S. This does not have a 1-inch sensor. But look at how well it performs in low light. I mean, DJI is really, in my opinion, and you know I've skipped over a few drones, but in my opinion, DJI's knocked it out of the park with this one, and I'm just going to tell you how I think. So, not how I think, but what I think. So I'm stoked. Again, tell me what you think below. Ask your questions. I'll try to respond to your questions in the form of an upcoming video here on the Irix Guys Adventure channel, youtube.com/Irix Guy. Be sure to subscribe and ring that bell icon when you do to be notified whenever I post another video. Thanks for your viewership, and y'all have a good day. Hey y'all, Captain Irix Guy here. I hope y'all enjoyed this video. If you did, please be sure to subscribe. It's youtube.com/Irix Guy. And ring that bell icon when you do to be notified whenever I post another video. Thanks for your viewership, and y'all have a good day.